Glad you could join today's Q&A with Innovators and hashtag Black STEAM. I'm Gerard. Let's get inspired. Welcome, everybody. My name is Gerard Buckner. I am part of the Mortgage Institute Research Outreach Team. Today, I will be interviewing Amadou Daff, who is a student on campus and is an econ major. He'll get to tap in a little bit more about that as I ask his questions. As you guys are following our video today, please feel free to add some questions in the chat and attach an email or hashtag Black STEAM, and we will be sure to try to get back to you and answer your questions as fast as possible. All right, Amadou, you ready?
Yep, I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. All right, so my first question for you in the midst of Black History Month, what is your major and how were you inspired to jump into that?
So my major is econ and international studies, and then I'm also getting a certificate in French. So the reason why I got into econ was because I took a trip after my freshman year. So I went to West Africa, where my family's from, in Mali, and just seeing how people were living out there, and just some of the economical struggles that people were facing every day. It really just opened my eyes to what was in the rest of the world. And I came in as a kinesiology major trying to do physical therapy, but I thought that if I broadened my horizon to econ and in the business side, I could bring more of an impact than like one-on-one physical therapy sessions.
Nice, cool. What does it mean to be Black in this work of business and econ?
I think it's very important that I am a Black student in econ, just because, in my classes at UW, I can go in a lecture hall with 200, 300 people and look out in the open and just see like 3 or 4 Black people in there. So it's very important that we do diversify all fields, not just econ, but all the STEAM fields. And just knowing that I will be somebody in that field, somebody diversifying it, I think it's very important for the future and for the way that the world is heading.
Awesome. And how does one begin to get into the process of going one to college and two becoming in the business major?
So going to college, for high school, middle school students who are watching this, elementary school students, something that I was able to do was just make sure that my grades were always good. I was able to utilize community centers growing up. I was in a program called Peel Program, which also helped me navigate how to get to college, and then just also making sure that you are understanding for teachers and making sure that they understand if you have a difficult situation, like whatever is going on in your life, that they understand that and that you're open about it also, because the more teachers understand you, the better they are and willing to help you. So it's really important to make sure that your grades are good, even if you think you're going to be the next LeBron James. It's important to make sure that it's important to make sure that you are getting good grades to go to college and to just make sure that you meet the requirements that a college would like. And then,
I really like how you said utilizing community centers. I don't think a lot of youth really know like how to necessarily tap into community centers or even know about them, because obviously maybe their parents aren't aware of them. But yeah, they are super good piece of your neighborhood that you can.
Community centers are great, because when I first started going to one in around 3rd or 4th grade, so I moved from Mali when I was 7, 8, and I didn't speak a lick of English, and just going to a community center every day, like being with kids, playing around, started picking up English, and it really just helped me progress.
That's awesome. That actually leads us into the next question, where I was going to say, where are you from? And yeah, what is your journey since you came all the way from across the border?
Yeah. So I was born in the U.S., but at a very young age, I went back to Mali and lived with a family. So I was able to grow up with a very like diverse community knit background, just being in West Africa, and having that prior knowledge coming to the U.S. I feel like it made me a lot humble a lot. But like I said, it took me to go back my freshman year summer to really understand like how life was out there, because as a little kid, I'm 5, 6 years old. Like I don't really understand life, you know. I'm just kind of like playing around, enjoying what I could. But yeah, so I moved to Madison after moving from Mali when I was 8 years old in third grade, and ever since then I've been in Madison. I was able to, like I said, get in the pupil program, which is a scholarship program, um, for with UW program with UW. So if you get accepted, then you get a scholarship. So that was the deal. You do all the requirements from sixth grade to your senior year of high school. You get accepted into UW, and they're gonna look out for you. So I was able to do that program and really utilize it. And once I did get into UW, it took me a while to know what my major was. My experience going back to Mali, and then just taking different classes too. Um, econ was the one that like intrigued me the most. Even as an econ major now, every time I read something, every time I'm doing homework, every time I'm in a lecture, I'm always learning something new, and something new that I want to learn. So that's really why I like econ. Why I stuck with it, and so I'm a senior now, just trying to finish it out.
With all that, what advice do you give the younger generation that may be inspired by you today?
Just do something to better yourself every day, even if it's something as simple as, like just make sure that you're not stagnant every day. Like do something that helps you get better every day. So it could be something as small as, if you're looking to exercise more, like something as small as going and run for 15 minutes outside. If you're looking to, make sure that you have a paper due in 2 weeks, make sure that if you do, like, let's say you don't have a thesis statement, like write out a thesis statement. If once you write out the thesis statement, then you can get your introduction going. Then just slowly make sure that you're always doing something. You can't rely on things being done last minute. That's what I have to say.
Absolutely. That's a really good answer. I like that. And how are you overcoming the challenges of COVID-19?
With COVID-19, everything being inside now, or everybody having to stay inside, I think it's very good to pick up hobbies that allow you to de-stress and just take your mind off everything that's going on. So something I picked up is photography. So I've had a camera for a while, but I've never really like utilized it. I took a photography class, so that's why I had to get a camera. But now I've just started like going around. Sometimes I take pictures of nature. If I have a friend who, we've both tested negative for COVID, we'll do a photo shoot. Um, so just something else besides, let's say, like your job or school, that takes your mind off of everything that's going on with COVID. So finding a hobby. If it's sports for you, that's what it is. If you're into experimenting with different things, like really get into that. Just because um, even as in the community, like we do need more of everything, like I said. So
Yes. Well, thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with us and telling us your journey. And we really hope that there's a younger generation or anybody out there that may be inspired to want to ask you some more questions. So again, y'all, if y'all had questions or anything, please be sure to put them down in the chat or put them on our social medias using hashtag #BlackSteam. And we hope to touch base with Amadou again sometime soon.
thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Have a good day.
You too.